it's Straight Dynasty. Like I said, welcome back to another video. And today we got a new album by YNW Melly called It's Just a Matter of Slime. Now, I'm aware that Melly has been locked up for like 2 years, 3 years at this point. And I guess his label wanted to drop this album because it's been like a long time since we got a Melly album. I'm interested in this. I listen to Melly here and there. My favorite song from him is Murder on My Mind. I feel like it's really a really good song. I feel like people oddly get surprised that I like a song that's as dark as that one, but it is what it is. So yeah, we got this new album. Only got 12 songs on here. I hope I enjoy it, but if not, I will be honest. So without further ado, let's just check out with the first song, Mind of Melvin, featuring Lil Uzi Vert.
I got a beam right there on my Glock. I saw I thought that we would always be together. If you come right now, it'd be the right time. Told me that his name was Melvin. Man, Lil Uzi Vert, yeah, I'm all about game. Even if I got.
Okay, it started out pretty well. The album started out pretty well. First of all, I liked how Melly and Uzi kind of went back and forth with each other. Like there wasn't and until the end, there wasn't a set verse for either of them. They just went back and forth with each other after the hook. The production was decent, nothing that really stand out, but it worked for what was brought to us. And Melvin, I remember Melly mentioned Melvin's his alter ego, I guess you can say, the more murderous type, killing, shooting type of person that talks about stuff like that, in the music, for example. He used Melvin for Murder on My Mind, so it's interesting, I guess. But I thought he did pretty well. I thought his melodies were decent, but not as good as when Uzi's came in, because that one little part where Uzi went to his melody side, I'm just ooh, that sounds so good. And honestly, with whatever project he plans to drop in the future, I hope he brings more his melody style than he does his rapping style. Which, then again, I didn't mind his rapping style here. I honestly thought Uzi did pretty well for what he was given. It's just that I prefer Melly Uzi, so. And overall, the song was pretty good. Lyrics, just about shooting people, heartbreak, inner demons, stuff like that. You know, the usual stuff that melodic rappers tend to talk about. So, yeah, it was a pretty cool song. Decent start. Next song is Young-ish, featuring YNW Gunna and Hot Boy. That Gunna part is just confusing me. Are we talking about the Gunna or just a different Gunna? Let's check out and see.
Bitch, I guess it's legit. Every Glock got a dick. Time to get the Vivi so I can flood my wrist.
Young nigga shit. This that young nigga shit.
What's with Melly's mixing right here? It's just, he sounds kind of quiet in a way. What's up with that?
Take his mama up and throw his ass in the deep. Every show I do, I got my drum in it. Think I do fire, I put 30 right up out of bed.
That song was not really that interesting. It started off a bit promising with the hook from YNW Gunna. I'm glad to hear that he doesn't sound exactly like Gunna. He has his own little style, I guess. He has a different style, I guess you can say. But then it kind of got a bit monotonous after Melly's verse. These two they just kind of did nothing special. They both just kind of sound the same to each other, to where it can be unless you pay attention to their voices, it can be kind of hard to tell them apart. And then Melly, the mixing on his verse sounded so off and quiet, and it's just it was kind of distracting in a way. But in Hot Boy kind of brought it back. I did feel like he was the best person on the song, even though his verse wasn't too different from the others. I liked how his delivery and flow were different, his delivery a bit more different. It sounded like he had a bit more of a bit more of a melody in there, and his voice is a bit different to the other two on here. Just overall, I feel like he was the best person on here, but even then, it's really one person out of a 3-person song, and it's just I'm just not really feeling the entire way. So I'm gonna go ahead and get in and skip in. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Next song is Thugged Out, featuring Kodak Black.
This is the life I chose. Turn up on the track, with a yawn it. But then the bitch inside of what? Giuseppe.
I'ma need some dope, I slide CO with note. Mine in a gutter, I ain't no slime, but I fuck with wine. Niggas be knowing what's up, I write this sniper shit in blood.
That song I'm feeling a lot more. Melly, first off, I like his Melly in there, and then, like, he has, like, such a unique voice where, even though it's not, like, the greatest, like, it still works in a way, you know, and it's different, so, like, I guess that's why I like his Melly on here. And then, like, him just basically just talking about, like, hey, like, this is the life I picked, I'm a thug, and it just is what it is, I guess. So, sure, it's not the deepest thing, but, like, I mean, at least he's being honest, I guess. Kodak Black, I thought he did alright. Still, like, I still just can't get with his voice sometimes, you know, and I just didn't think he was as interested as Melly, but I still think he did decent nonetheless. So that song, it was pretty cool. Not the worst thing I've ever heard, you know. Next song is Take Care, featuring Lil Baby and Lil Durk.
I will never mislead you. I work all the time, never turn my back on the real one. Sipping all this purple.
I got a bitch that take a shot to do a bid with you. I come from shit. I didn't want to sleep. You call me granddaddy.
This song was like more of like, I guess you can say like a thug love song in a way. So if you're into that, I feel like a lot of girls like this. But like, if you're into that, but like cool, but like I don't know. I just found the song kind of boring after like a little bit. Like Lil Baby was one that was feeling the most because like he was just like the more interesting person on the song, in my opinion. Even though one, I'm not a big fan of Lil Baby's music, and two, I did not like Lil Baby and Lil Durk's collab album that they did together. So like when I found these two were together on the song, I was like, oh boy. And I mean, like, I was still right on feeling that way. Lil Baby was still like, he was like a little bit interesting, but it wasn't enough to like make the song like something I would like, go back to. It was like Melly, like still like with his melodies and stuff, and then Durk with like his Melly, I guess you can say. I don't know, I just found them uninteresting. Overall, the song was just something I wouldn't go back to, so I'll give it a skip. Next song is Pisces featuring Queen Naija. Now, I've actually already listened to this song before, like, from the actual wishing, like, I've actually already listened like maybe like 2 songs on this project so far, but like this is gonna be the first time ever I'm just revisiting it like on the same reaction, because like it's been a minute and like I don't necessarily remember all the way how it sounds. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Oh wait! Did I say the song is called Pisces? I meant to say Pieces. I don't know why I did that. Just forget that I said that. Okay.
Heartbreak, no, it don't break even.
Don't know how much I need you. My deep-rooted issues, it ain't healthy. Don't play with my emotions, yeah, you really have.
So far, this is the best song on this project right here. Like, again, like, it's like a more sort of a heartbreak song. Like just being like a bad relationships and stuff like that, and how like these two are just brokenhearted, you know. And Melly, like I liked his verse. I get like his melodies worked on here, but the one issue I do have about it is like I don't think he went like in depth, I guess you can say, like what happened, I guess. But like, it is what it is. Queen Naija, this is like one of like the multiple times she's popped up in one of my videos, and like she did pretty well. I like her singing like always. I think she is a pretty good singer. Again, like she's talking about the more heartbreak stuff and stuff like that. You know, the usual R&B stuff that they usually talk about, like relationships and stuff like that. So I like this song overall. This is like really good performances by both of them, and the production was pretty good too. So I'll give it a certified thumbs up. Next song is Love in My Life.
Straight up out of 772. A rich nigga, I go buy what I want to. For a nigga, you can snitch if you want to. For a real nigga, I can kill who I want to. My pocket is fat, yeah, they fill up with camel toes. In the studio with Future and Young Thugger.
That song I thought was decent. Again, like, it didn't like blow me away, but it was okay nonetheless. Just talking about, hey, like, I'm making this money, I'm making these moves, I'm just living my best life. I'm working with people that like are close to like Future, Thug, Uzi, who are all people I think are featured on this album, right? Yeah, all featured on this album. And yeah, like he's saying he's living his good life. I'm guessing he recorded this before he got locked up, because like I'm just saying he seems like he's been through some stuff in like the past, what, like 2.5 years he's been locked up. So yeah, like it's a cool song. Just him just talking about, you know, he's living his life, and yeah, like nothing really special about it. Things it's just alright overall. Okay, so now we're on to the next song called Capri Sun Fun featuring Young Thug, which just kind of mentioned. I just realized like Melly would be. I feel like he'd be like a perfect person for like the whole YSL group because he could kind of sound similar to all of them. But besides that, let's continue on.
I live a Florida life, I live a slack life. If a nigga try to take it, we gon' have to end him. Thick ass bitch, oh my god, I'm hugging your leg like a motherfucking toy. I'm robotic, I got cash, and I'm swiping key. Without a touch, I know you feel me.
This song had like the best production on here because that bass is just bumping too. I'm digging it. And then Melly and Young Thug, I thought he did pretty good. I think Young Thug did the best on here, especially like what he did at the end, and like how like he had like a more faster flow on his song. I always like Young Thug when he did like more faster flows, even though I always have no clue what to do with sayings, but it is what it is. And basically Capri Sun, she sucks like a Capri Sun, like what else could it be? Like, yeah, I like that song. I'll give it a certified thumbs up. That was pretty good. Next song is Best Friend for L featuring Lil TJ.
That's my best friend. I will not.
Cause I ain't tryna lie to you, baby girl. Put your feelings to the side. Now she ain't a rich bitch, but she want cash. Trying to do love with my best friend.
This is straight up out of North Atlanta.
This song again, like it was alright. It's like another kind of love song, like just comparing a girl that he really cares for as like his best friend, and like that's honestly like a really nice thing. I thought he did alright. Lil TJ, I thought he did decent. Here's the thing, like, ever since I listened to Destined to Win, which you go check out their reaction to it, I just lost, like, all interest in listening to anything that involves Lil TJ. Like, it's just that that album was so boring to me. And, I don't know, Lil TJ, he just didn't really, like, impress me on here, you know? So, yeah, that's overall how I feel about it. It's just, like, okay love song. Alright, so I'm back. I had to take a little lunch break, but we're here and we're going to continue on with the last couple songs of this album. With the next song, Far Apart, featuring Kevin Gates. I let Lil TJ slip into 2 songs. Like that sound Lil TJ. That's like Lil TJ right there.
Right along, forgive me if you problems feel like my. It seems like the church ain't working. I protect you with it. The see to be naive, and we don't want to believe.
Never been no faking me. I put on a holder too.
Okay, that song was pretty cool. Like I guess like both like Melly, Kevin Gates and Melly and Lil TJ, I guess. Just talking about like times like I guess they were like kind of like reminiscent. I guess like times where they've been locked up because like at least Melly and Gates like have like, had experience of being like locked up away from their families, people they care about, and like their lives for like a long portion of time. So I guess they're kind of reminiscent on that. Lil TJ, I don't know. I think he has, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, like I think the song's just alright. A bit slower, a bit like it's just, I just think it's just okay. It's not really something groundbreaking for me. Next song is Green Sight.
Because I fucked on this man, ho. Got some killers who gon' kill your pussy ass, blood everywhere, slash shit, that's how the game go.
That was a pretty good, like, interlude right there. I really liked production. Melly, I like this, again, Melly's on there. His delivery was pretty cool. And yeah, like, it wasn't, like, something outstanding, but, like, it's one of the better interludes I've heard, I'll say. So, we are now on the last 2 songs on the project. First being Fred Krueger Remix featuring Future and T Grizzly. I've honestly never listened to the original, so this will be interesting.
Loyalty on to the riders in the streets of survival. I got a silence about the problems. Who like a killer?
Two Detroit niggas slump you over.
Posted in the alley with that Draco. Pull a kick though quick. Drop everybody in the house down with.
Part of me wants to get this a certified thumbs up, but the other part of me is like, oh, does it deserve it though? Like, because, like, Melly, like, he did the best on that song, like, and he was a big portion of the song. I think so far, like, his melodies, besides, like, here and there, have been, like, spot on this project. And, yeah, I liked his performance on here. Future, I thought he did alright. It did feel good. I will say it did feel good with the Future. I haven't really been listening to Future that much lately, so it feels good hearing him after a while. T Grizzly, I thought he did pretty good too. Like, I was a bit confused though because like the song was getting like we only had a couple seconds. I'm like, y'all only gave him like a couple second verse, so I thought it was pretty interesting. But I thought he did pretty good, especially how he started off his verse. I like the John Wick line he ended the verse with. So yeah, it's so far the song's pretty good. And you know what? I'm gonna give this that certified thumbs up. And now I'm interested in seeing like how the original stacks up. The final song is Nah 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 Boo Boo. Okay then.
Fuck your bitch, every time I'm on my knee. I don't wanna fuck that little bitch, say he wanna feature for 500. What the hell you smoking? 40 hours a night, I ain't even fucking. I know the pussy nasty. I am not looking, yes, ooh. You ain't with us, I can't feel.
Yeah, that song's a skip. Like, for one, like, it's so hard to take it seriously when the hook's really like, nah, 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 boo, boo, nah, 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 boo, boo. And he trying to sound like a baby, like, make, like, fart noises and stuff. It's just like, what are you doing? Like, it's just, not to be, I don't know if he does do drugs right now, but it sounded like he was off something while doing this song. Like, that's a vibe get off it. Plus, it's just, wasn't really that interesting on the song, and kind of boring. The only line I thought was funny when he said, like, her kid musty. I don't know why, I just find that funny to me, but yeah, that song that's a skip right there. And that was YNW Melly's album, Just a Matter of Slime, and how I'm feeling about it. Like, for like an album, like, I'm just being real, like, I'm not trying to like make fun of the dude or anything at all. Seeing as like this could be like, maybe like one of his last albums because we don't know like how things are gonna go. I don't even think he's been to trial yet. It was above average, I will say. It's above average, not the greatest, but not the worst. So let's start off with Melly himself. I thought most of the time, like, performance-wise, like, he could either be hit or miss for me. Like, I thought his melodies were good at some point. I thought they were uninteresting at other points. I thought his delivery was good at some point. That was uninteresting and sometimes cringy in other points. And then, like, the lyrics, I feel like those are that's like the weakest part of Melly when it comes to like lyrics, like what he's talking about stuff. Like, sure, he does talk about like street stuff and like relationship stuff, but he's not like a young boy or like a Polo G or any like, or like a Raw Wave or any of those people who like actually like, go in depth about like how like the struggle that he's dealt with in their lives. Like, he doesn't really do that. Like, he may scratch the surface, but it's not deep enough to where it's like, okay, he can rap, to be honest. Like, he's more so of like a melody artist, and in that lane, I think he does pretty decent. He has a unique voice that helps him out quite a bit here and there, but in some points, it just gets like kind of uninteresting to me. And the features, I thought they all did pretty like above average too. Like, I think my favorites are, of course, Queen Naija and Young Thug. I thought, oh, and Lil Baby, I thought those three were like the best features on there. I don't really have features I downright dislike on here. It's just like, they're okay, but it was just nothing special. So that's how I feel about it. The production overall, it was pretty cool. Nothing that like it stood out to me. Like, I will say sometimes like in some songs like the mixing kind of sounded a bit off on like an artist or two. Besides that, like the production wasn't like distractingly bad. It was just it's something you can bump. It's something you can bump in the car or something like that. So that's good enough for me. And like, yeah, like, and here's another thing, like, just because I say, like, just because I only give, like, 3 songs on here certified thumbs ups, it doesn't mean those are the only songs I like. It's just those 3 are the songs that stood out the most to me. So like, Pieces, Capri Sun, Fun, and Freddy Krueger Remix are the songs that stood out to me the most on here. Really enjoyable songs. I might go back to those, like, once this recording is finished, you know. But yeah, like, for a whole album itself, like, I don't really know if like it'd be an album I like completely go back to. Keep in mind, I don't think it's like a terrible album, like I said earlier. I think like slightly above average. It kind of misses the B mark for me, but I'm willing to give it like a C+. A C+ is pretty good. It may grow on me in the future. I might check it out like later on. It may grow on me. It may not. Who knows? I also like how this album's not too long. Only 12 songs. A little bit over 30 minutes, but it's what it is. That's really all I have to say. Above average project. I can see someone enjoying this, but let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments down below. If y'all like it or y'all dislike it, be sure also leave a like if you enjoyed today's video, and subscribe for more content from me. That's really all I have to say. This is Straight Dynasty. Hope you have a great day. Thank y'all for watching, and I'm out.